So everyone, I'm guessing, including you, have seen what a VR headset is. And if you've not seen, here are some images and flashes about a VR headset. There've been one from Facebook, there've been one from Google, there've been one from Microsoft, and so on. So it's not quite new to the general public or for most people. Apple released a new era or a new generation or a new iteration of her own VR headset, but not just VR headset. They're calling it the Apple Vision Pro. So it's the first generation of its kind, and I really wanted to dissect it and explain it to the average Joe what it really is all about. I'm really intrigued about the technology behind it and how it works, and compare with others that have been in existence. And it's so fascinating to see that Apple have made a giant leap towards a new innovation, and we're going to find out in this video. With that being said, let's dive right in. First question is, what is this? Now, this is Apple Vision Pro. It is one of the most innovative stuff that I have really seen. Apart from the first time the first iPhone was released, this is something really remarkable from my own perspective and innovative. What it is simply is a VR headset, but it uses virtual reality and also augmented reality to work. So Apple found a way to fuse both augmented reality and virtual reality together, and also creating an interactive connection between augmented reality and virtual reality. It's a mouthful what I'm saying, because there's a lot of explanation to what VR is and what AR is, and how you could, using just your hand gestures, your eye gestures, and also voice to interact with this system. It's something only Apple can do and do properly. So they've gone ahead to create something so remarkable, and that's what this is. So who is this for? The honest short answer is for anyone who has $3,499 US as of when it will be released sometime early next year. Anyone who have technological skills, who have outgrown using phones, laptop, workstations, and have a general sense of what tech is really all about, can leverage on using something like this. At least that's how I see it. My grandmom wouldn't afford to use something like this because it looks like a sophisticated tech. This Apple Vision Pro is not the first of its kind. I mean, it's a VR gear, right? So there are other VR gear. There is the Meta Quest 3, PlayStation VR 2, the Valve Index, and HTC Vive Pro 2. And these are all different types of VRs that the Apple Vision Pro is going to be in direct competition with. First, there are two processors. The M2 chip, which is also found in their recent 15-inch MacBook Air. I should have talked about that, but there's nothing really to talk about the MacBook Air with an M2 chip. It's really an old tech. This is the first generation of its kind. Then it has an R1 chip, which is really tasked with handling everything gotten from the cameras and the sensors, and also helps with the sound. The sensors and the cameras helps to detect your hand, and it's really crazy because it can really detect your hand no matter how far your hand is. It knows the gestures you do. You can, scroll up with things, bring things closer, or take them further apart. It understands it, and though I've not used it, but I can feel that it's going to be really sick. From what I can see on the program, the WWDC 23, there wasn't any noticeable lag. It is really smooth, and according to Marques Brownlee, it is really smooth, and the latency is extremely low. How someone can still see your eyes through the VR gear, and you can also see them. Now, it's quite tricky. Apple uses two displays, one on the inside and one on the outside. and they are opposite facing. So with the help of the cameras, they are able to show you who you're looking at and also show the person what your face looks like. The inside display allows you to see who you're looking at without interrupting what you're doing with the VR, while the outside display, using the camera, takes a picture, or I don't know, it is a real-time video of your face and shows it to whoever is looking. And then again, I might not be exactly correct, but that's how the technology works, and it has been explained by Marques Brownlee to be true that that's how it works. So it's really sick to think about it, because even the VRs from Google and Microsoft and even the Quest 3 don't have this feature. You understand? The normal thing we know about all headsets is it's opaque. You cannot see the eyes of whosoever is using it, but Apple have found a way to make it possible that you are able to see the user and also the user to see you. That's sick. That's really sick. For now, it is, like when the first iPhone launched, it is a baby, it is new to the general public. A lot of people are excited to want to use it. A lot of people aren't excited to want to use it. It's still looking bulky. Yes, I know Apple are still working on a way to trim down things and make it look even more sleek. But right now, it's better than anything I've seen. I've seen a lot of others, including the Quest 2. I've used it, but it is not as good as this. I'm really sure this is better than what I saw. That is a tech, but this is a tech up. $3,499, just call it $3,500 for this thing. If I should use my calculator, 3,500 multiplied by this in this currency, that's 2.6 million excluding tax. 2.6 million excluding tax and custom duty. So we should be looking up to 3-point-something million for this stuff when it gets to Nigeria. I hope Nigeria is better by then. Hope the dollar have dropped, and I hope a lot of things are working well, because I would really love to have one of those, and I really like to test it here on this channel. Until that time, whenever that time is in the future, this is the Apple Vision Pro, first of its kind, and that's it. Until next time, peace.